Hi guys, it's Peter here on Fast Forward here in Mackay, Wednesday the 18th of September 2024. Anyway, I've been here for a couple of days. I've gone a bit quiet because I just had some chores to do and stuff like that, as you do when you get ashore. So yeah, I went shopping yesterday, spent a bit of money on things that I've discovered I needed. You know, you're always learning along the way, and yeah, so just based around electrical things in the boat, as in getting power into the place. So yeah, my fold-up solar panels that I had gave up the ghost. I think they got washed one time too often in salt water, or got blown away a couple of times. So yeah, I suppose they did well. So I went and got some new solar panels, fold-up ones again, just to get me home basically. So I'm looking for a more permanent solution, which I knew I would need, but I really have been looking at other boats and how they do it. It's just a matter of where do I put them, sort of thing, that they're not in the way, that they have the maximum benefit, all that kind of stuff. So that's a work in progress, but obviously I need to get to a point of being able to make the rest of the trip more comfortable. So I managed to buy those, and I'm just in the throes of installing stuff. So yeah, a lot of fun. The sun's come out again, which is nice, so I'm drying stuff outside as well. As you do on a boat, things get wet, so it's just like, yeah, it's moist atmosphere and just water gets in here and there, no matter what you do. So yeah, it's going to be a work day today. Tomorrow I hope to set off again, and yeah, we'll cover that later. Anyway, let's see how the day goes today. Okay, so one of the things I bought is actually a starter battery. So spare starter battery. If my starter battery gets low, I just need to connect that up, fire it up, and off it goes. I've tried it, it works, it's really good. The other thing I've got was a battery charger. So when I'm ashore, oh, that's interesting, it stopped working. Maybe I pulled the plug out. Yeah, so when I'm ashore, basically, I can hook that up to my batteries and just run things, and knowing that they're going to charge up straight away again. So as I go, brilliant. And yeah, my new solar panels, which I'm trying to work out now. So yeah, it's a bit of the wreck of the Hesperus here, really. There's stuff everywhere. But hey, that's okay. We'll have it all back together again by the time we hit the seas tomorrow. Okay, so a solar panel needs to have what we call an MPPT, and don't ask me what that stands for, but basically it's a solar controller, which is a lot more poetic. And I'm taking the old one off. What it does basically, it controls the charge going into it, so it doesn't overcharge, stops charge going back the other way, various bits and pieces that it does. So you need one of these between your solar panel and your battery. Okay, so this is the old one, I've taken it off, and this is the new one, a lot bigger. So yeah, a few challenges going to put that on, but that's fine. So basically I'm just trying to work out where I can put it, and also how I'm going to feed the wires through, because the unit basically on this one, where are we now? Okay, it's all sealed together right up to the clips that go onto the battery. Okay, so this is what we call an Anderson plug, which they use in this kind of situation, but it's not as if I can open it up and take the wires out and feed them through a hole. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to cut out a square here so I can feed the whole plug through, because I can't separate it down to just a wire. So anyway, working on that at the moment. Let's see how we go. So yeah, basically I need to cut a hole enough for this Anderson plug to go through, as well as that fuse box. So they just didn't give me enough wire on the other end to do it another way. Anyway, let's see how we go. Obviously you can't carry a whole tool shed with you on a boat, so I'm going to use my trusty Victorinox whatever you call it. So yeah, Swiss Army knife, there you go. But the saw's pretty bitey, so should work hopefully. Well, I can't believe how long that took, but yeah, it's good old marine ply, so took a bit of getting through with the probably less than adequate tools I've got with me. Anyway, done it. Whew, I'm ready for coffee. Okay, before I have that coffee, I better check that it all works, right? So these are the leads of the new controller. Positive, negative bulldog clips to go onto the battery itself. I won't connect those yet. And the Anderson plug along with the fuse, which I hope will go through the hole I just spent all that time making. Obviously I'll tidy that up once I get home, but for now that will have to do. So let's just poke that through. Anderson plug fits perfectly. Fuse, not so much, but what I'll do is I'll roll that onto its side. Oops, missed. And there we go. There you go, Bob's your auntie. So I will connect those up, and then I'll have to look at putting the controller up, which I'll probably fit here somewhere, out of the way. Also out of the splash zone, the water that comes through the companionway. Obviously electrics and water don't go together really well. Coffee time. I've now connected the bulldog clips to the battery itself. Okay, positive, negative, the right way around. Now, it says remove the fuse from the cable before connecting anything. I had actually removed it. There it is. Okay, so yeah, it was very tight, so I wasn't going to do that with one hand. I've also drilled some holes here. It's a bit of a mess, so we'll be painting that and everything when I get home. So I'm going to hang the controller up in a second. One more thing to do with that though. Bit of a mess down here, eh? Phew. Right, new controller. One more thing before I hang it up is I need to put this temperature sensor at the bottom in the little green plug there. Obviously that'll stop it overheating or anything, or cut itself off if it starts to overheat, or sensors overheating, I don't know. Or maybe it just say, hey man, it is hot, go to the beach man, or something like that. Anyway, let's put it together. Oh look, there's a controller on the wall there that looks like it belongs. There we go. So the next exciting part is to work out how to connect it. Okay, so this part here is going to the battery. Okay, that one there, don't get it wrong. So this one, that Anderson plug, will plug into that Anderson plug, which is of course connected to the bulldog clips, which are on the battery itself. So I will connect that up, and then we will put the fuse back in and see what we get on the readout, if anything. If nothing, we'll have to start again. Okay, so Anderson plug's joined, and I will now put the fuse back in and stand back. Okay, let's do it. Oh, look, we've got some action here. I'll have to work out what it all means, of course. I can press some buttons and see what happens. So the controller is live. Oh, it's telling us it's 27 degrees. There you go. What else have we got? Oh, wait. I think it's Major Tom. No, just kidding. Let's now have a look at connecting up the solar panels, which will be connected to that Anderson plug. Okay, so let's get some power, and there's a bit of sun out there. Let's use it. Okay, so this is the actual blanket itself, so to speak. It folds out, obviously. Not obviously, but it does. I've got to stop saying that. And that is the Anderson plug that actually belongs to the blanket. So I need to put the cord in between the blanket and the controller. And this is what we're looking for. Or out, or through, or whatever. There's a bit of that. It's quite heavy duty actually compared to the last one I had, so maybe that's half the problem I had before. I will have to take the fuse out of here, it says, before I connect anything, and then put that fuse back in when everything is connected. So let's give it a go. Okay, so I've got the fuse out of the cable, and I'll now connect that up to the controller here, and then I'll go and set up the blanket and do that end, and then we'll put the fuse back in, and hopefully we'll get some power. Okay, so we've got the mat with 5 panels laid out on the deck. Normally I'll be tying that down, but it is quite heavy actually, which is not a bad thing, because the other one tended to blow away very easily. So got it all connected up here. Connected. Let's go down and put the fuse in. Okay, so the fuse will go in there when I've got 2 hands to do it. Looking at this at the moment, it's got about 12.7, 12.2 volts at the moment. It's cycling through something, so I'll have to learn how to use this obviously. Okay, so we can see on the LCD now that the mat is actually feeding in. It's cycling through different things. I think I'm supposed to select something, so that's all good. Yeah, so basically the mat is charging the battery now through the sunshine, so happy days. Free power, we like that. Anyway, thanks for keeping me company during all of this. Thank you for watching another Fast Forward to Queensland video. As always, don't forget to like, comment on YouTube and subscribe to Dawn Raider.